Good morning and happy Saturday. Let's take a quick look at SPX on the monthly chart. On the monthly chart, you can see that we double topped with September and then we definitely pulled back. If we look at last month in October, we double top bottom. Basically, we tapped over this July candle right here and then stopped and pushed back up. So this 56.73 area is what I'm going to be watching. If we get some continuation down, will we be able to break lower, or is this that same spot that we then bounce again? We do have a couple wicks here. I can't imagine we go down right now and wick fill anything, just since it's election season and typically we're more bullish. Looking at the weekly, I am going to be watching to see, do we get a third weekly candle? Will we get our three black crows and then push higher? Or will we go ahead and push and head back up again? We have support right there at that 56.24 on the weekly. Looking at the daily chart, we've got this big gap right through here. Our little trend line here along the bottom sits about 57.08. So I'm watching there to see, do we bounce at 57.08? Do we test it and breaks and go lower? Or are we going to bounce and head back up to fill our gap? The upper trend line sits about 58.42. So if we pass through the gap fill, that's going to be the area I'm watching to see if we get a pushback or if we're able to actually break and go higher. Looking at the 4-hour chart, there's a lot to see, a lot's going on. Here's our gap fill. This is a range that we were stuck in for a really long time. So let's see, right now we're right in the middle of it. If we break that 56.74 and go lower, we do have another range right here and a double bottom at 55.60. Down here is a really strong level of support. I can't imagine, like I said earlier, that we get that low, but these are just areas that I'm watching as we push lower along the way. We definitely could bounce inside here. We could hit this double bottom at 56.74 and bounce there. So we're just taking it level to level and see how far we go next week.